Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're taking a really compelling journey, I think. A one-day road trip from Brussels.
Right, heading south.
Exactly, into the charming French-speaking region of Wallonia. And specifically, we're diving deep into two, well, pretty iconic towns, Namur and Dinant.
Two real gems.
Totally. So our mission today, using, your research articles, notes, is basically to pull out the key insights.
The important stuff.
Yeah, the nuggets of knowledge. Think of it as like your shortcut to being really well informed about this area. We'll mix in the history, the nature, the culture.
And hopefully a bit of humor, too.
Hopefully. And it's flexible, right? Our sources pointed out it's great for couples, families, solo travelers, anyone into history, architecture, music.
Or just good Belgian food, let's be honest.
Can't forget the food.
And what our research really brings out, I think, is how this dive into Namur and Dinant gives you this unique window into the real essence of Wallonia. It shows you a side of Belgium that's quite distinct from Brussels. Different vibe altogether.
Definitely. More layers, more history, maybe.
Exactly. Layers of history and some pretty dramatic natural settings, too. Things you might miss if you just stick to the big cities. We're aiming to connect those dots for you.
Uncover those hidden stories.
Yeah, and the medieval stones, the riverside towns.
Yeah.
Hopefully give you those little aha moments.
Okay, so let's start the journey. Kicking off from Brussels, probably early-ish.
Good idea to get an early start.
The drive to Namur itself is, well, pretty smooth. About an hour on the E411 motorway.
Straight shot, mostly.
And what hits you almost immediately, the sources really stress this, is how fast the scenery changes.
Oh, it's remarkable.
1 minute you're in busy Brussels, the next, bang, you're in Wallonia. Green, quiet, much more rural.
Rolling hills, little villages. It really sets a different tone, doesn't it?
Instantly. It primes you for, a more historical, nature-focused day. Now, Namur itself sits right where the Sambre and Meuse Rivers meet. Super strategic spot.
Absolutely key location.
And the first thing you really see as you approach that citadel, wow.
Perched right up there. You can't miss it.
No way. Parking seemed easy enough according to the notes, and then you just explore the center on foot. It's quite pedestrian-friendly.
Yeah, that rapid transition you mentioned from urban to rural, that's classic Wallonia. Almost instant immersion.
Right.
And Namur's location, at that confluence, it wasn't just pretty. Our research really dug into how crucial that was.
Strategically, you mean?
Exactly. It made it a massive stronghold for centuries. This geography literally shaped its military importance, its economic power. It was fought over constantly.
You can see why. And that leads us straight to the citadel itself. It's legendary.
It really is.
Sources say it's one of Europe's largest fortresses. It's just huge.
The scale is incredible.
And the history is so layered. Started by the Romans, apparently.
Basic fortifications.
Then built up hugely in the Middle Ages, and later under big names like Charles V.
Holy Roman Emperor, yeah.
And Vauban, the famous French military engineer. His designs are all over it.
He knew a thing or two about forts.
He certainly did. And this place wasn't just for show, it was central to so many European wars, like a textbook example of siege warfare.
A silent witness to centuries of conflict. France, Spain, Austria. They all wanted it.
So visiting today, you can walk the ramparts, get these amazing panoramic views.
The sweeping views of the city and the rivers.
Inside, there are exhibitions, models, multimedia stuff bringing the history to life. But the highlight for me, from the reading, those underground tunnels.
Yes, the termite mound of Europe.
That's the nickname, miles of tunnels. Apparently the guided tours are fascinating, giving you a real sense of soldiers' lives down there.
A bit claustrophobic, I imagine.
I bet. But it's not all military history now, right? It's used for cultural events, too.
Yeah, concerts, festivals.
Yeah.
It's got this whole other life now, which is pretty amazing when you think about its past.
It really is.
But, thinking about that, what did the sources say about how that happened? How does a place soaked in conflict become a cultural hub?
It raises that question. That's a really good point. And the sources suggest it's a mix of things. Resilience, definitely.
Sure.
But also a conscious effort, like the community actively deciding to repurpose it, not just preserve it as a museum piece.
So reclaiming the space.
Exactly. Infusing it with new life, turning this symbol of war into something positive for culture, for community. It says a lot about the region.
That's powerful.
So after the Citadel, you head down into Namur's old town. And it's really charming.
Compact, walkable.
Yeah, lots of character. Narrow cobblestone streets, historic buildings, little cafes, shops. It feels very Walloon, that French-Belgian blend.
Distinct atmosphere.
Architecturally, Saint-Bon's Cathedral stands out. It's 18th century Baroque, which is apparently a bit unusual for Belgium.
Right. More neoclassical influence there. Grand dome.
Yeah, it's impressive. And then there's the Parliament of Wallonia building, also 18th century, quite elegant.
A reminder that Namur is the regional capital today.
Which is easy to forget. And you feel that lively spirit in the boutique shops, weekend markets, those outdoor terraces. Great for people watching.
Soaking it all in.
Okay, so by now you're probably getting hungry. Lunchtime in Namur.
Yes. Walloon cuisine.
What should people look out for? The sources were pretty clear on this.
Definitely hearty. It blends French traditions with Belgian comfort food. Reflects the region's agricultural roots, I think.
So, specifics. Those meatballs came up a lot. Boulet à la liégeoise.
Oh, absolutely. You have to try them. They come in this rich, sweet and sour sauce.
Made from sirop de Liège. What exactly is that?
It's a thick, dark fruit syrup, usually apples and pears. Gives the sauce this really unique, deep flavor, very well known.
Sounds amazing. Anything else?
Jambon d'Ardenne, cured ham from the nearby Ardennes. Often served simply, maybe with some good bread.
Simple but delicious. And beer, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's Belgium. The sources recommended Blanche de Namur.
A wheat beer. Named after a princess.
That's the one. Light, refreshing. Perfect pairing before you head off again.
Right, because the day's not over. Next stop, Dinant.
And the drive itself is part of the experience.
Yeah, only about 30 minutes from Namur, but the research really flagged this drive as a highlight, especially if you take the route along the Meuse River.
Definitely take that route. It just meanders.
Picturesque is the word. Green hills, the river, little stone houses, charming villages.
Very relaxing pace. And you see the landscape changing, the valley narrowing.
The cliffs getting higher as you get closer to Dinant.
It's beautiful any time of year, really.
Yeah.
Summer flowers, autumn colors, just incredibly photogenic.
It perfectly shifts the mood from Namur's urban charm to Dinant's, drama.
It's a good word for it, drama. Because Dinant's geography, as the sources kept pointing out, is just
right.
Wow.
Right. The city is literally squeezed between these towering limestone cliffs and the river.
It creates one of the most unforgettable first impressions in Belgium. Instantly.
It really defines the place, doesn't it? That setting.
Absolutely. Defines its character, its history, everything. You mentioned the landscape narrowing.
Yeah.
Did the sources talk about how that compression affected the city early on? Defensively, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. It made it super defensible in some ways. Natural barriers, right? But also really vulnerable if besieged. It cut off supplies easily. It shaped, everything. How they built, how they survived.
That makes sense.
So, as you drive in, the view is pure postcard. You see the Collegiate Church, Notre Dame.
That famous onion dome.
Yeah.
Very distinctive.
Rising right from the town center, and then bam, looming above it on the cliff. The Citadel.
Another one.
It's this incredible vertical stack. Church, cliffs, fortress, unforgettable.
Breathtaking, really.
The riverside promenade is lively too. The whole town feels concentrated, beautiful. No wonder it's photographed so much.
One of Belgium's finest views.
Now, the Citadel of Dinant. Similar story to Namur's in some ways. Centuries of history, war, destruction, rebuilding.
A tough history.
Really tough. It saw that brutal massacre in 1366, ordered by Charles the Bold.
The Duke of Burgundy. A harsh time for the region.
Yeah. And it was important in later conflicts too, like World War I. Getting up there, you've got options.
The stairs or the cable car?
Right. Over 400 steep steps. Quite the climb.
Good workout. But apparently amazing views on the way up.
Or you can take the cable car for an easier ride. Both give you spectacular views. Inside, more military history exhibitions.
It's a stark reminder, though, isn't it, that beauty hides a history of real struggle.
Definitely.
Our sources really stressed how understanding moments like that 1466 massacre deepens your appreciation for Dinant's resilience, that spirit. How did they rebuild after something like that, physically, mentally?
It was slow, the sources said, painstaking. But rebuilding the church was central, that commitment to faith, and just a really strong local identity, a refusal to be erased. It's, again, that human spirit thing.
Incredible endurance.
Back down in the town, that iconic Collegiate Church of Notre Dame. You have to see it up close.
The Gothic one, rebuilt after a cliff fall.
That's the one, 13th century. Famous for that onion dome, of course. The dark stone, the tall arches, they really echo the cliffs behind it.
Fits the setting perfectly.
Inside, beautiful stained glass. including a modern rose window that apparently casts amazing light. It stood through so much. A real symbol of the city.
A testament to endurance.
But Dinant has this other layer, something totally unexpected that our sources loved.
Ah, the musical connection.
Exactly. This little historic town, birthplace of Adolphe Sax.
Inventor of the saxophone. It's amazing, isn't it?
It really is. Born there in 1814. And they really celebrate him now. You see these colorful saxophone statues everywhere.
Especially along the Charles de Gaulle Bridge, each one different.
Brings such a vibrant artistic feel, and there is that funny story in the notes about him almost burning his house down with early experiments.
Huh. Shows the passion, I guess. Almost literally explosive.
Totally. And you can visit the Adolphe Sax Museum in his old house. Tells his story, the impact of the sax on jazz, classical, military music. Huge global impact from this small town.
And that's a key insight, isn't it? How a place like Dinant, seemingly small, off the beaten track maybe, can produce an innovation that changes global culture.
Right. Unexpected sources of creativity.
Did the sources offer any clues as to why Dinant? Was there something specific about the town?
Well, nothing definitive, but some interesting theories. One mentioned the town's tradition of metalworking artisan skills.
Okay, that makes sense.
And maybe its relative isolation allowed for more, unconventional thinking, less pressure from established centers.
Plausible. A fertile ground for innovation, perhaps.
Perhaps. Now, if you have extra time in Dinant, there's more to do.
Beyond the main sites.
Yeah. River cruises on the Meuse are popular. See the valley from the water.
Different perspective.
Or, for nature lovers, the Grotte La Merveilleuse cave just outside town. The sources raved about it.
Stunning formations, apparently. And interesting geology, too. Tells a long story.
Millions of years. Plus kayaking, hiking nearby.
Yeah.
Lots of outdoor stuff.
And for castle fans.
Ah, yes, the Chateau de Frey is close by. Renaissance style, beautiful French gardens. A nice contrast to the dramatic cliffs.
Lots of options then.
Definitely. So, as our deep dive wraps up, it's time to reflect on the day.
It's quite a journey packed into one day.
It really is. From Namur's mighty citadel and its historic old town,
To Dinant's stunning cliffs, the iconic church.
and that surprising musical heritage, you've really experienced the heart of Wallonia.
It's a good taste of it, for sure.
And maybe end the day with one last local specialty in Dinant, perhaps some fresh Meuse trout.
Sounds good. Or the Coq de Dinant.
The honey biscuits. Very traditional, very hard.
Notoriously hard. Sources warned about breaking your teeth.
Seriously. Apparently they're more for looking at, or maybe dipping, but they're intricately carved, a real symbol of the town.
A unique souvenir, anyway.
For sure. Enjoy one carefully. Watching the sunset over the river, it's a perfect end. This whole trip just shows how much Belgium offers beyond Brussels.
Accessible, rewarding. That blend of history, culture, food, nature. And this deep dive into Namur and Dinant, it really highlights that understanding a place isn't just about seeing the sights. It's about connecting the dots. Linking these seemingly separate things. Ancient forts, modern music inventions, the dramatic landscape, they all weave together.
To form that regional identity.
Precisely. The sources consistently showed that interconnectedness. It tells a much richer story.
Yeah.
So that leads to a final thought, maybe. Considering how much history, nature, and, innovation we found packed into this small area.
Right, just an hour or two from Brussels.
Exactly. It makes you wonder, what hidden deep dives might be waiting just an hour or two from your own doorstep, revealing a completely different side of a place you thought you knew?
That's something to think about.